everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am back for another episode of the Crafty Nomad Podcast. Thanks for joining me. First of all, I want to say thank you for all of my returning subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me again, and welcome to all of the new subscribers. It's a ton of you guys. I hope that you stick with us. I know a lot of you came over because of the hashtag Christmas in July Fairies, which is an incredibly fun event, which I'll talk about later. But I thank you for coming. I hope you like what you see. If you do, please hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you will know when I upload my next video. So today, I just want to share with you guys some of the things I've been working on. I got some FOs, I got some whips, and got some happenings. Got a couple of acquisitions to talk about. And yeah, let's get started. Let me first tell you where you can find me on the internet. So I'm on Ravelry as Pettis Kim Knits, PettisKimKnits. So go on over there and friend me. We do have a Facebook group for the podcast, the Crafty Nomad Podcast group, and we will link that down below so you can come on over and get involved over there and show me some of the things that you are making, participate in whatever giveaways, or I shouldn't say giveaways because we don't do those. We do random acts of kindness and fun and happiness. That's what we do over here. And we, so most of that though will be over on the Facebook group. I am also very active on Instagram. So in between podcast episodes, you can see some of the things I've been getting into over on Instagram, and I am Kim the Crafty Nomad on Instagram. So all of those links will be down below in the description box where you guys can just click and follow, click and follow, click and follow. So I have had some videos, but it's been a while since I've done a podcast, so I have a lot to show you guys of the things that I have been working on. So let me get started. The first thing I want to show you is my Lost in Time shawl. The pattern is by Joanna Lindahl, and I hope I can do it without messing up my headphones, because I'm trying to stand up because things are so big that if I'm sitting down and very close to the camera, you guys won't be able to see it. So I am going to hopefully not have the world just topple over on me. I get now why a lot of people stand up, because it really does help out. So I am keeping it in a bag I made, one of my early bags, and you can see my 1-800-Z Touch Me button on there. This is the Lost in Time shawl by Joanna Lindahl, and I am working with the Loops and Threads Joy DK in the colorway Wild Berry. I started out with 3 balls. I ordered 3 more, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to use just about all of them. So this is a part of a make-along that is hosted by me, Kim the Crafty Nomad, and Chris Sterner, who is Crochet Creations by Christi here on YouTube, and she also has a Facebook group, which I will link down below, because this is a make-along that's being hosted in her her group, and all the prizes, all the giveaways, and all of that is done on her group. So I will put it down below. I'm gonna try to avoid my earbuds so you can see the beautifulness of this shawl. You can see it's getting pretty big. We are a little more than 3 balls in on this, and yeah, I'm loving how it's coming out, and I hope you guys can see that pretty well. It's a beautiful, beautiful shawl, and I'm just really enjoying it. It's probably one of the prettiest things that I have ever made. I have currently done, this is a free pattern, by the way. So once you do, I believe once you get through like the first 26 rows, then you go back from 15 to 26 over and over again until you get it to the size you want. So I'm done with 3 repeats. I'm probably going to do at least 2 more. And just so it can be really nice and squishy and big. And yep, I'm loving it. Last time I measured it, it was like 41 inches across. So I'm going for something much bigger than that. And this make-along is only through June 30th, so I have to get back to it. I am taking a bit of a break from crocheting, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I just today and tomorrow, and then I'll go back to, because I got a little bit of crochet shoulder or crochet elbow or something happening, because from Saturday to yesterday I worked on one project and it's finished and you will see it soon, but because of that I'm feeling a little something in the joint on this side, so I'm trying to give myself a little break there. All right, so that is my first whip that I want to show you. Second will be the next crochet whip. Keeping it in my bag that I got from Lady Dye Yarns in a kit club that I participated in. She had a birthday club, a surprise one. So this is my Snorlax. I'll pull out the pattern. It is a Pokemon character. I did share him in our last episode of Hook and Stitch Live, and I am not any further along on it, but in case you don't watch that, you haven't seen it. So this is the Snorlax. Oops. It is by Shea Crochet, and it's a paid for pattern. I got it on Etsy, and you make all the pieces and then you put the fella together. So I've got the bottom of him made, and then I just have his head completed, and that is, oh, and I have 2 ears completed. So gotta make arms, legs, and claws, and then that front piece, and then I'll be ready to put it together. So anyway, I just got obsessed with something else, and therefore didn't get much done on that. After I take the break, after today and tomorrow, so Friday I'll crochet again. I'm going to work on the Lost in Time because I really need to get that done. You really should finish your projects if you're hosting the make-along. So I will give it a try. All right, so those are my crochet finishes. And now I'm going to show you. Hope I don't make a huge mess. You will be able to tell in the editing if I do. So this is a bag I made. I found this fabric downtown LA. It's a beautiful thick canvas, and it was like on the discount table. I grabbed it really quickly, and I love it. And I made myself a bag. Sorry about the background noise, but you guys know we are all at home, stuck at home, so there will be background noise. So I know you guys understand, and really there's no need to apologize. All right. So, in this bag is a knitted sweater. Let me see if I can show it to you. And thank goodness I am not in the middle of a row on this. However, there's so many like ends and things that need to be taken care of, and I probably should just stop and take care of those ends. But at this point, this is, I don't even think I have, hold on, I'm going to dip down. Yeah, oh, wait, yes I do. Sorry, I'm standing up so you guys can see all these projects. So if I dip down, you won't see me at all, but you'll hear me. So what's happening is this is the Lady Kina sweater. I've been working on this thing for years. I can't even tell when I printed out this sheet, but whenever I did, I've been working on it longer than that because I stopped and started again. So let's see. I'm making a huge mess. If I can, I don't want to lose any stitches. I've got yarn everywhere. So let's see if I can kind of get this arranged so you can see. You've seen some of it, and I will show you where I was at. I do have, okay, so let's see if I can hold it up so you can see it. I know there's a lot of preamble, but here you go. Can you guys see? Yeah, it looks like a sweater. So I have worked on it, and if you can see right here, I was right there. So it's got a good 2 more inches on it since last time you saw it. You guys know knitting takes, for me specifically, takes so much longer than crochet. But I definitely want to finish this, and I'm determined that this will be being worn when it gets cooler. I am using Lion Brand Heartland in the colorway Glacier Bay, and I did end up ordering some more. I had enough initially, but it's been taking me so long that I used some of it on other things. Like my Hat Not Hate hats were made from it. So that's that. All right, dipping away. I'm still here. I'm just trying to put away my lost in time so that if things do fall over, at least they will be protected. And I hope you guys can hear me. Because if you can't, this is going to get put off until another day. Okay. Next whip, I'm going to show you are my Christmas socks. This is a plain vanilla sock. I am using West Yorkshire Spinners in the colorway Holly Berry, not Halle Berry. And I did not have a progress keeper so you can see, but I did put some whirls on this. And that's where my sock is at. I have a big foot, so it's taking me forever. But I'm almost ready, though. I am almost ready to start the decreasing for the toe. Once that's done, then I can cast on the next one. I usually don't get second sock syndrome. I almost always, if I get the sock one done, I am motivated to get the next one done. So that's that. And then I got to reach a little bit for my next and final whip that I'm showing you. So I mentioned Chris from Crochet Creations by Christi. And she got me going and got a few of us going on this Clement Canyon shawl. And the crazy thing is that she started the make along on this, and this one is running from June through July, and we got all excited. We all picked out our yarn. She had posted the link to the pattern. Everybody was excited. And then Lion Brand decided, because it's a free pattern on the Lion Brand website, they decided to update their website. Now, I didn't check before I got on here, because the way they have it is that they took a bunch of their stuff offline as they are updating their website. So I heard that as that they're going to eventually put it back up. Unfortunately, after we got this make along started, the pattern disappeared. But fortunately, Christi already had it downloaded, And because it's a free pattern, we feel free to just share that out with whomever needs it. So I have a copy of it, and she does too. So if you want to do this make along, and I didn't print it out so you cannot see it, but I will link it. You can ask us and we'll send it to you because it's a free pattern. But anyway, I'm using, so this is mine. I'm barely started, but I'm started. I started doing it. You basically make 2 rectangles, and the way you sew them together, it turns into like a nice summer lightweight poncho slash Swan Cho, because you actually do put in the armhole, so it's more like a sweater poncho. Swan Cho. I did not make that up. There are Swan Cho patterns out there. Look it up. Anyway, so I'm using Lion Brand Shawl in a Ball in the colorway, I think it's called Calming Coral. And I am using, I got this from Hobby Lobby, this little yarn skein holder. So that's where I have that at. So yeah, well, at least I got it started. And hopefully I will just be able to whip through it, because there are people on Christi's Facebook page that are already finished with this thing, or not already finished, but finished with one rectangle on their way to the second. And once you get that done, it's just a matter of sewing. So, hopefully I'm going to try my best to get it done, because some upcoming stuff might draw my attention away from it. But I'm going to try. For sure, I'm getting my Lost in Time done. I'm not going to end the month of June without being done. That is my goal. So it will get almost all of my attention. Snorlax, I don't know, because I got to get this other thing done. Anyway, let's move on. Alexa, stop. Anyway, let's move on to finished objects. And then after I do my finishes, I'm going to cut the camera, reset up, and sit down and talk to you guys about the rest of the things on my list. So, I'm going to turn around so I can grab some of my things that I want to share with you. Sorry. Alright, so, and I didn't bring my book. I guess I put the book away that I made this from. But it's one of those books that's like a scrap. It's for you to use up your scraps. And with working on some of these bigger things, I just really wanted to get to a finish. So I whipped up a couple of sugar mice. Aren't they cute? Look how cute they are. So cute. So on this one, you can see I sewed on a felt nose. And on this one, I did a really poor job of sewing on with the yarn. But anyway, these were really fun and cute to make really quick. And this one is in more of a DK, which this yarn came from Daiso Japan, which is that $1.50 kind of Japanese dollar store. And this is one I think my husband brought me home or gifted me. And so is this one. This yarn was in a gift bag for one of my birthdays, something like that. So, but this is more of a worsted weight, so you can see the size difference. Follow the pattern, exactly the same, just different sizes because the yarn is different. I think I even used the same size hook on both. So they are super cute. And then I still wanted another finish, and I got this book. Let me see. Nope. I forgot to bring the book, but I got this book of 30. I forgot what it's called. I'll put a picture in here or somewhere. Maybe I'll cut away and put it on the side. Anyway, it is a book of 30 different baby booties that are really super fun. And so I am trying to pull together and show you, I think that one, the pair. All right, so I made the two that look like little lambs, and oh, you can't, I didn't do a great job of sewing. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. This is the right one because I put a face on both the two. So what happens is what always happens when I make a pair of things is I made two. They were not the same size, so I had to make one more and hope for the best. And they still are not the same size, but they are close enough. And look at how cute. I believe this is I don't feel like I love this yarn, but it's some kind of tweed. I love tweeds, I always buy it, but I feel like this is like some kind of red heart super saver tweed. This is Hirschner's. The hair is made with Hirschner's worsted 8 in the colorway Sand, I think it's called. And I just thought these were the absolute cutest little things. And I have no baby in my life to give these to, so I will keep them. And as soon as somebody has a baby, I'll be ready with a gift. And I'm going to look for maybe either a baby sweater or just a little hat to go with them, and put that together. So that's a finish. And then my final finish that I'm going to share with you guys that I'm so excited about. So Reggie from J Hook Crochet and More on Facebook. I think she's just J Hook Crochet here, or it might be the same. She, along with Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter, are hosting a make-along called the Shawl We Fudge It make-along. And so the premise of it is that, when we crochet, unlike knitting, we can fudge and still come out with a pretty cute project. And so they're talking about how, we almost always are fudging. Like if you get to the end of the row and you find out that you don't have exactly enough stitches with crochet, it's almost always possible to just add in the thing that you might be missing or take away by decreasing the thing that you have too much of. So they came up with this make along. Basically, we are making up a pattern as we go, and we are fudging our way until we get a completed object. And so I was not going to do this. And the two balls, I really wasn't, because, I get a little bit, I'm not that great at alongs. And I'm already involved in quite a few. I sort of like to march to the beat of my own drum most of the time. And so I almost always just flake out on these make-alongs. So I'm really trying, because I'm hosting one. I got to finish that one. And then the one I joined with Christi, I'm like, I want to finish these. So I cannot do another one of these things. Well, I did it. I jumped in because I had pulled out these two yarns. I forgot for another reason. And I didn't end up using them for whatever reason I was thinking. Right now I can't even remember why I pulled the two out. But then on Saturday, I was sitting around and I was like, well, let me see what I can do. Maybe it won't be too hard to do. And before I knew it, I was obsessed. I kept my yarns and my project in my no catchy name bag from Miss Ella. Love it. And the yarns I ended up using, I really can't remember why I pulled these two yarns out. Why did I pull these out? I don't know why I pulled them out. I really can't think of why I did. But for whatever reason, it wasn't for this. This is one colorway I used was Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Banana Berry. And then I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby in the colorway Grape. And I just got obsessed and I kept going, and I am finished with the project. And I have like this much Banana Berry left, a tiny ball. And then with the Red Heart Super, with the, what is it called? I love this yarn. I used the whole ball, and then I had to break into another ball for maybe 1.5 yards just to finish the border. And wow, I'm going to talk to you more about this when I reset up the camera, because I'm going to tell you a little bit about my process. But here, if you could see, now I will put in some pictures either here somewhere or at the end of the video, guys, so you can see. Even standing up like this is, I don't have enough room to really show you this shawl. And if I didn't have on these headphones, so I'm going to drop them for a second. I'm not going to talk because you won't hear me, just so you can see this. All right, so I'm putting it back on. Putting it back on my earbuds so you can hear me. But guys, I thoroughly enjoyed this process. It was such a fantastic challenge to figure out how to make all of this stuff work. But you can see what I tried to do is some solid stitch sections and then some lacier ones. And of course, my favorite stitch is that herringbone half double crochet. So everything was built around that. In this little picot section, it was super fun to do. And then, your regular little mesh. And then this other open section is really a filet crochet technique. It's called a lacette. And I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed this process so much that I'm trying to figure out. I'm tempted to crochet today just so I can start another improvisational piece. And I'm actually calling this one Ad Lib. That's the name of what I'm calling it. And it is so beautiful. I have gotten so much incredible feedback on it. People are loving it. I posted it everywhere I could when I finished it. I'm very proud of it. It's got flaws up the wazoo, but it's crochet. We fudged it. And you can still come out with something super beautiful. So that is going to be all of my projects to show you. And now I'm going to cut off here. I will come back in a second, reset up, and talk to you about my process on that shawl, and show you a couple things that I have, and then talk about a couple of happenings, okay? All right, hold on 1 second. Okay, I almost forgot. So, I have been talking about this buddy knit that I did, me and Pam from Pamela's Crochet and Knit Corner, who is also a fellow California person. We had started this whole buddy knit where we picked a pattern. We both made the pattern and then we switched it. So the pattern that I completed, you can see on her channel, which will be linked down below if you haven't already seen it. Her video came out last week. And now you're going to get to see what she made me. But first, let me tell you. In the package, here's her card. And she sent me, you guys, if you watch Pam, she is so stylish and chic. And of course, she sends me a very cute card with animal print, which I love, with a note. And let's see. And then some, you know what? Child, didn't even see this. So a little package of teas with a Pam's signature is a ladybug. So you see that ladybug sticker. And then I just saw a goodie in here that I didn't check out. So I'm going to open it up. And we got some stitch markers / progress keepers, which I love collecting these from other folks. And let's see. Oh, these are nice. See, if this was Seta and they had like the earring, Seta would wear these, and so would I. I would totally wear these as earrings. But they are progress keepers with the lobster clasp. Let me see. Can you guys see? There you go. Very, very pretty. And this one, this bead in the middle of this one has even more prettiness. Okay. So I love those. They kind of coordinate with the, they completely coordinate. And you know Pam is always coordinated. Let me just show you how well they match the car. That's fantastic. All right. So those are the goodies. I'm going to tell you about the yarn she made. We made a pattern called the Rascal. It is one of Drops Designs free knitting patterns. It's a kerchief style scarf. And in the pattern, which I don't have, it shows a picture of a kid. However, if you just keep going, you can make it as big as possible. This is Etrofil yarn, baby cashmere, designed in Italy. And it is 10% cashmere and 90% polyamide yarn. And here is, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. She's so much better than me. Pam, mine is wool of the Andes, so it's 100% Peruvian wool. I didn't put none of this in mine. She gives you care instructions and everything for it. And guys, it is incredible. It's so soft and squishy. So here you go. Look at how beautiful this is. It's so big. Mine is much smaller than the one I made for her. I use finger and weight yarn. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to take these off so you can see it again. Still can't get it all the way in, but wow, it's gorgeous. All right, it's fantastic. It's gorgeous. Pam, thank you so much. And we're going to do it again. We're going to pick a different pattern and do it again. But would you look at the speckling on that? This is going to be so cool to wear, especially if I get to go home again for Christmas this year. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all, with this COVID-19 situation. However, if I do, I'm going to be all set with some beautiful scarves to wear and keep me warm. So that's it this time. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to reset up, and I'll be right back. All right, since I had to stop anyway, I went and got the book so I can show you where I got a couple of those patterns from. So the book for the booties, the book for the little booties is this book here. Creature Features 30 crochet patterns for baby booties. And there are some super cute baby booties. I actually am going to try those next, I think. But you can see the little sheep ones on the front there. So many really cute patterns in here. Just, yeah, it's going to be, let me see, they don't have a page where they show, but can you look at those that baby elephant booty? That's so cute, man. What else? Oh, the cupcake booty. So cute. I absolutely love this book. And yeah, I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay, so that's where I got that from. And then the other book was Crochet Stash Busters, 25 Great Ways to Use Up Your Yarn Leftovers of One Ball or Less. This is a book outlet. Both of these are book outlet purchases. I will put a link down below in case you want to try out book outlets. And yeah, if you ever want to try it out, I'll get like a little credit if you use my link, and then I can buy more books. But they have some really cute things in here. And I will find the sugar skulls. Or not the sugar skulls, but the sugar mice. So you see them there? So that's where I got that from. But they have a lot of cute, like, cushions and, you know, just cute little things like that. Super cute. But I think the mice were fun to make. They got a couple more amigurumi type of things in here. But I love the idea of that banner. And they have some baby booties and things in here too. Like those little baby booties. Very cute stuff. So yeah, that's where I got those from. Okay. Next finish, I wanted to show you, I did a little bit of resin work this week, and I made a lot of pieces, because you can just really go to town with resin, but I just wanted to share these 3 keychains because they are all set. And can you see them? My gummy bear keychains. I'm gonna have to end up showing one of them. See if I can get something to be able to show you. I'll use Pam's envelope just so you can see how they look. And what I did with that is that little star is actually a progress keeper, and it's hooked on to the chain of the keychain just with a little lobster clasp. And these little things are so lightweight that they make great little progress keepers. So really cute ones. So I made a bunch. I made some other bears as well, but they're like more like whips because I'm not done. I got these 2. I still got to put the finishing touches on these ones. And then I had one more orange and one more blue. Yep. So fun stuff there. So that's it for that. That's all of my stuff. So I think the only other thing I'm going to show you some acquisitions. I was watching Little Drops of Wonderful. Her name is Allie. She's a knitter and a crocheter out of the UK, and she is doing the Waroo shawl. It's a crochet pattern, WAROO. And it's so pretty. And she's using hand-dyed yarns. I wanted to make it in a similar colorway, but not with hand-dyed yarns. And so I ordered these from yarn.com. It's called Webs. And these are Cascade yarns that I ended up ordering. Hers were in like a blue, a speckle, and then a yellow. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous hand-dyed yarns. Mine are tonals, and I hopefully will get a similar effect with what I got. But I haven't even downloaded. I think it's a free pattern. I'm not sure. If it's not free, either way, I haven't even got it yet. Anyway, this is Cascade yarn, Sarasota, which is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. And this one is in the colorway, or do they just have color numbers? Color number 8. Yeah, they just have color numbers. So that's the yellow. And then I don't know if you can see the tonalness of it all with that yellow. And then I just got like a solid navy blue color number 230. And then this is color number, I don't know why people do this, color number 223. So I am hoping to make that shawl or something similar. It's a crescent shaped shawl. I'm hoping to make that with these 3 colors. And while I was there, I got 2 more balls of yarn. The Sarasota, those were $6.50 each. And then these two, these other two I'm going to show you, these are the Cascade Pacific Multis in the colorway Glacier. Oh, okay, sorry. They have colorways. Saffron, Navy, and this one is called Lunar Rock. Okay, and then these that I'm going to show you, just threw these in the basket. These are actually Cascade Pacific, and this is 40% superwash merino wool, 60% acrylic, 213 yards in each 100-gram ball, and the colorway is Glacier, which is very pretty. So those are the Yarny acquisitions that I got from Webs, which I did not need. And the final thing that I did get, my husband and I, I'm not going to get into all that is going on because that's not what the channel is for. But you all know that the world is crazy. It was already crazy with the COVID, and then with all of the upheaval in society right now, it's all necessary. I will say this. It's all necessary because things need to change. And so for us, we've been praying and trying to figure out exactly how we can affect change in our own sphere of influence. And we're still praying through that and trying to figure out what's next. But I'm personally just looking to support organizations with boots on the ground in this fight for justice for people of color, specifically Black people, but all people of color get a bit of the shaft here in this country, unfortunately. And I mean, we're not the only ones, and I know everybody's not the same, but things need to change. And so I'm looking for organizations that are in the fight that I can support. So we're working on that. But the other thing that we're trying to do is really support small businesses, specifically Black-owned businesses. And so we found a bookstore whose name, I'm terrible. I can't even think of the name of the girl's bookstore. But it is female-owned and Black-owned in Chicago, the only one. Hopefully when we go back to Chicago, we'll be able to visit her shop. We love bookstores, and we love independent bookstores, period. But we ordered a couple books. A lot of them were back ordered, but this one wasn't. I got this one. Mabel, Bunny, and Co. 15 lovable animals to crochet using chunky yarn. Ooh, I didn't even realize it was chunky yarn, but they're so cute. Look at the back picture. Super cute. And let's see if I can have you see the bear without showing the pattern. There's a bear. So cute. From what I can tell, it looks like to me, which a lot of designers do this, it looks like a lot of them have the same body. And just, you change but look at that. I love that. Gonna try it. I don't know if you can see my octopus. You can't see him. He's out of frame, but he's right over there. He is right there. You can't really see him. Anyway, that's my book that I got. I'm very excited about that. So that's it for that. Now, let me tell you about my process for this challenge that Reggie and Debbie gave us. So I was immediately like, okay, I'm using my favorite stitch, which is the herringbone half double crochet. And so I knew that I was going to start with that. And then I did a basic mesh. And then I was like, so what's next? And I don't know where I found this stitch. I may have found it. I think actually I found the stitch that I use for the picot. I'm gonna make a mess. Let me show you a little bit. So you see that picot section, which is kind of weird because I think it's supposed to be the other way. But anyway, the picot section there, I got that stitch from this book, I believe. I'm pretty sure I got it from here. So I just started pulling out my books and just really trying to find stitch patterns that I thought would work. So I'm pretty sure, I got this picot from in here. I think it might be this one that I ended up getting there. So that's that one. And then, more regular old mesh, and then more herringbone half cup double crochet. I tried to begin with purple and end with purple and alternate in between for the banana berry. And then this last piece with the laceette, I was just looking for something super simple. And I have this book in my library, Good Housekeeping Illustrated Book of Needle Crafts. I don't know when I got that, where I got it, but I got it. So it's got all the needle crafts in here. It's got embroidery, it's got crochet, it's got knitting, it's got it all. And so I found the laceette in here, and it also has like instructions, it has advice about gauge, it has a lot of stuff. But let me see if I can find this laceette. It's a filet crochet technique. And it's this one right here. And I only did one repeat of it. I toyed with the idea of doing two, but I just was like, no, this shawl is big enough because I live in Southern California. So I stopped right there with that. So I used those two books for that. And then at the end, I was like, okay, I need some kind of border. Well, I tried to do picot, and I don't know if it was Chris or somebody said they do not like picots. And I was like, oh, I could do a picot edging and it'll be easy. But I didn't like the way it was looking. So I was like, I need something more simple. And so, I guess I'll show you, I got it from this book. Crochet Border Designs, the complete book of crochet border designs, hundreds of classic and original patterns. Now, the needlework book also has edgings, but I didn't look there for it. I looked here, and the one I chose, because I just wanted something super simple, is this one. It doesn't have a name, does it? They don't really have names. They just show you. So these are like in the section called V-Stitches and Small Shells. And this, this is it. This is the one that I use, number 120. And I'm sure you can find all this all over the internet. But it was very, very, very simple. All it is 2 double crochet, chain 3, and then a single crochet. And you get this very nice, very simple border. Not too frilly, not too much, but just a little something extra to make it look cute. And the hardest part for me each time was figuring out how to make these sides match. Once you get to that point and you got to have both sides matching with each different pattern, I had to figure out how to make that work. Anyway, that was my process. I broke out my books, and I started with the desire to use the herringbone half double crochet, and then I went from there. So it was super fun. I love doing it, like I said, so much so that I'm already like, ooh, what else can I kind of make up on my own? It went so quick. I was just obsessed. I had to finish it, and I was like, why is this so easy compared to getting started on other people's patterns? And I just think the creativity of just figuring out something for yourself and doing your own thing is just energizing. So it was super fun. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Reggie, for such a great idea. All right. That's it for that. Last thing are happenings. So the next Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris is coming up on June 27th. If you were with us on the last one on June the 6th, we had so much fun, and thank you for being there. It's always a great time when you guys come in. Be looking forward to that. Start thinking about your projects and whether or not you want to pop onto the show with us. I think that is what makes our show different from other folks. Always trying to give you something that you can't get anywhere else. So, we talk about our hooks in progress, which is our whips. We talk about our finishing stitches, which is our FOs. We have a new section called Stitches Shenanigans, which is whenever you want to bring in a non-yarny craft or something that is not knitting or crochet and show that. I'm still looking for people to my Stitches Salute section. I want to interview and feature somebody on the show who may not necessarily have a channel, but would like to let us see who they are and what they're about. But anyway, be thinking about it. Look out for the announcements where we put up ahead of time so you'll be ready and you can mark your calendars. The other thing is the Shawl We Fudge It make along. I think it's still going on. So if you want to jump in, there are people who are making more than one shawl, and I'm not sure if I can pull off another one because I don't remember how long that mal goes on. But I am really thinking about another process, another way to design. So anyway, the other thing that I wanted to remind you of also is the hashtag Christmas in July Fairies, which is the project that was started by Dana from Dana's Wanderlust Crochet. There are so many fairies. To get more information about that, I will link my video down below so that you can be a part of it. If you are a creator and you haven't jumped on, please jump on. Search hashtag Christmas in July Fairies. I will put my playlist down below as well so that you guys can see it and join either as a possible winner, so as a contestant, or as a creator. Join up. It is the most incredible collaboration that I have ever been a part of, by far the largest. There are so many people jumping in. There's even non-yarny folks who have jumped in on this Christmas in July Fairies, and somebody's going to be a really, really happy camper, the person who wins the grand prize. But check out my video so you can see what the requirements are. You do need to be a subscriber to everybody's channel, not like the person who picks you. You need to subscribe to their channel. So if you get to be my preliminary winner from my video, needs to comment on that video, which I will link down below. And whoever wins from me, I am definitely giving something. I don't know what yet, but something to that person, and then the name gets passed on to Dana, and you get your chance to be the grand prize winner. So hunt for fairies. Like, subscribe, comment, so that you can get as many chances as possible to win this wonderful, wonderful collaboration and get, some wonderful gifts from a lot of people. So far, everybody's been playing so nicely. This is something to bring us together, to bring us some light and love and fun. And I pray that everybody continues to play nicely and understand that we are all just trying to bring some joy into the world, and just have fun with it, guys. And give us grace if we mess up. Give us grace if we say the wrong thing. People are nervous on their videos. But everybody really is trying to do it to do great things. And I know for me, I have gotten so many new subscribers and found so many more channels that I have to check out. So it's been super fun. I hope we do this every year. We are already talking about doing something else down the line. It's such a fantastic idea. I mean, it's just a fantastic idea. And it's super fun. And we have channels participating that are small and humongous. So It's super fun. Anyway, jump in. I will link everything down below. I think that's it. That's all for this video. It's so long. Sorry, I've been gone a long time, but I have caught you all up. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for bearing with me. Thank you for hanging in there with us. Thank you for all your support, and we will see you in the next video.